Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in or welcome back to Blunt as Of Tarot. My name is Lindsay. If you guys are new here, thank you all for joining me. Today I'm doing the collective overcoming addiction spread. So if you guys are trying to overcome an addiction, if you're trying to overcome a bad habit, just overcome a bad mindset, release any obstacles that could be blocking you, anything of that nature, you have come to the right place. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else who is watching. With that said, I do offer personal readings. If you would like to book with me, please reach out to bluntasoftarot222@gmail.com. That is the only way you can book a reading with me. My menu is listed in the description box of this channel. Also, you can win a personal reading or a crystal each and every month. Please hashtag personal read, crystal, or both in the comments, as well as like, share, and subscribe. I do go live around the 1st of every month to poll the winners for the drawing, so be sure that you do have your notification bells turned on. Thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, for your messages. Please show the collective all they need to see for their best and highest good. What wants to come through? How do you remove any blockages that you have? Karmic relationship. Okay, so some of you have a karmic relationship standing in your way. Imagine that. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of these type of readings, huh? So even though we're talking about overcoming an addiction or a bad habit or just accomplishing goals in your life, what Spirit is trying to say here is what's blocking you is a relationship. It could be with a family member. It could be with a friend. It could be with a parent. It could be with a lover. I mean, obviously this card kind of depicts lovers. It just shows people holding hands. This could also be someone with the black and white. I just got to say, this could be a biracial relationship. For some of you, what is holding you back is a relationship. How you remove blockages is by removing this relationship from your life. So let's see what is actually holding you back, because how you remove blockages, I feel like you've got to experience this karmic relationship, right? You have to go through all of those things because it's meant for you to go through. And that's a 6 card. 24 is 6 in numerology. 4 and 2 is 6, right? The 6s are about self-awareness, self-evaluation, introspection. And I feel like this karmic relationship you have to experience so that you can go deep within and find out how to remove these blockages. When you experience this karmic relationship, it's like energetically these blockages are going to be cleared. And what is holding you back is fear. Yeah. You're not really experiencing the karmic relationship the way that you're meant to, collective, because you're afraid. So I feel like you get close to this person and then you withdraw your energy because you're scared, right? Some of you could like snakes. Others of you could really highly dislike snakes. I'm getting a person, if you guys are in a relationship, if this reading is resonating so far, and you're trying to overcome an addiction, a bad habit, whatever the case may be, one or both of you like snakes. It's like one of you likes them and one of them seriously dislikes them. For that, I mean, that's just a message, like a side note, like, hey, this reading could be for you. But yeah, what's holding you back is your fear, your anxiety. You're not fully experiencing the karmic relationship, which is what is how you remove the blockages in your life. You have to fully experience this karmic relationship. And like I said earlier, get out of it. I feel like you have to experience it to get out of it. You have to go through it to get out of it. And some of you are scared to go through it because you don't want to get hurt. And then what action steps can you take to reach your goals? Ooh, losses here. So what was I just talking about, collective? That karmic relationship that you have to experience to get through it. It's going to be like, it's like you're feeling like you've lost something here. And in order to reach your goals, Spirit is saying you're going to have to lose something. And I feel like what you're going to have to lose is this relationship. What you're going to have to lose is fear. Are you willing to change the way you've taught yourself how to live? Yes, I believe that is the case. Message of forgiveness. So you're sitting here saying, I am willing to forgive myself. I am willing to forgive others. Whatever I have to do to overcome this bad habit, this addiction, this thing that's holding me back in life. What do you need to know to live in this completely new way? Well, you have to respect, first and foremost, yourself. Acknowledge that you have a problem with whatever it is that you have a problem with, and then go from there. Because if you can't even acknowledge that you have the issue, it's going to be hard to overcome the challenge. Do you see what I'm saying? So what you need to know to live in a whole new way, because when you're in an addiction or a bad habit or whatever, you've taught yourself to live this way. It's become consistent. It's become ingrained in you. So you have to like break that cycle. And I feel like for some of you, self-respect is the cycle that you have to break. Like you had lack thereof self-respect, and now you have to start respecting yourself and forgiving yourself. First and foremost. How does this addiction affect your emotions and your actions? We've got learning here. It affects your ability to learn, collective. You absolutely cannot retain information or learn things about your life when you are in this addiction. When you are full force in this bad habit or bad state of mind or whatever it is for you, drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, all of the things that you could be addicted to, ice cream, food, you could be addicted to exercise, running, I mean, whatever. It's like when you are actively in this, your actions don't allow you to learn. Your emotions don't allow you to learn. They're so intense that you really don't get anything out of anything. You're not able to obtain information when you're under the influence of whatever you're under the influence of. Why is karmic relationship here? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Why is this how the collective removes blockages? Why? 7 of Pentacles. Or sorry, 8 of Pentacles. I don't know why I said 7. But it's like you need to work on this relationship. This karmic relationship that you have, you need to work on it. I feel like it's teaching you how to work on self-mastery. With this being a 6 card, remember how I was telling you that before? It's teaching you self-awareness. It's teaching you, it's putting you in a place where you're going within. I feel like this person is reflecting something back to you, collective. This person is a mirror for you. And you have to work on those parts of yourself. And that requires working through the connection. Maybe some of you have had a hard time communicating in relationships, and this is you mastering your communication skills. I'm picking up on someone that has their Chiron in Gemini, which is the planet of, your forever wound, right? It's that wounded healer. The energy of the 8 of Pentacles is working on that. And I feel like that's what you're meant to do is work on that. What about fears? Why is this here? Gemini, being communication. Work on your communication. Why fears? The Ace of Cups. Wow. Some of y'all have a fear of putting yourself first. Some of you guys are scared to put yourself first because you may not have ever done that before. Ace of Cups, baby. Always know your worth. Do yourself a favor and always put you first. Peach. Some of you fear putting yourself first for whatever reason, and that's holding you back. What about loss? Why is this here? The Knight of Swords in reverse. So this could be impatience. Like you feel like you've lost something. You feel like you missed out. These are the action steps that you need to take to reach your goal. And you have to experience some sort of loss in your life. You know, and this is a 9 card, wounded warrior energy, right? And you've become impatient in that. You're almost there. You know, the 10 of Wands is the place where you get to drop the burden off. You get to release the heavy load, the responsibility, the weight that you've been carrying. But you've been impatient in doing so. And in order to reach your goal, the action step you have to take is to be patient. Because it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. What about message of forgiveness? Why is this here? The World card. Ooh, being willing to forgive yourself and learn the lesson. The World card is lessons learned, cycles completed, a ring of money around you, a ring of stability, love, joy, fulfillment, all of those things. When you forgive yourself, that's how you teach your way or teach yourself a new way to live. What about respect? Why is this here? The High Priestess in reverse, y'all. So some of you guys are completely ignoring your intuition. And in order for you to live in this completely new way, you have to have respect for yourself. And respect comes from following that inner guidance system. Knowing that your higher guidance system is on point. Listening to it. Respecting it. It's just your higher self after all, or whatever you believe in, your angels, your guides, your ancestors. It is the ascended version of you, the High Priestess. It is the higher version of you that you are trying to get to, collective. And in order for you to live in a completely new way, you've got to start listening to it, right? Because with it in the reverse, you're not listening to it right now. What is learning here for? The Fool card. Yep. Take the leap of faith. Learn something new. This addiction affects your emotions and actions by holding you back from learning. It's like it closes off your mind. So start opening up your mind by releasing this addiction. As soon as you start putting your energy into learning something new, you're going to start to feel this energy of, you know, a brand new beginning where you don't have to hold on to this anymore. Because I feel like some of you are still holding on to the past because you don't know what the future holds. Look at that. 3 of Wands. Looking right out at the water for the future. But it's right here with the Fool card. You got to take that leap of faith. Risk forgiving yourself, learning something new, and following your intuition. All right, collective, this is what I've got for you. I love you guys very much. I hope this reading helped. I'll see you on the next one.